Hello everyone, bit of a random vacuum to look at today. This is a Sanyo SC-35A, an oldish model, can't buy them anymore, but it is new in the box, and it did come with all these bags, 5, 10, 15, 20 bags, but I've just realised, and I should have noticed in the listing, that these bags are for a Daewoo vacuum, or several Daewoo vacuums, but they might fit this Sanyo, I'm not sure, but we'll put those to one side for a minute. Hello Daisy. Right then, not again Daisy, come on, you know the score by now. I open a vacuum and you stay out of the way. That's a good girl. Right then, let's have a look. This will be a pretty budget cleaner. But anyway, so here are some bags which are pretty small, aren't they? And I don't think, if I lean over, well, saying that actually, no, well, I don't know. They might fit, they might not. Let's open a packet just to see. Not sure why they would send loads of bags for this if they're not the ones to fit. It says Daewoo, but I expect they're very similar. Well, let's have a look. Well, the Daewoo bags are smaller. They might fit, but anyway. So we've got a couple of spare bags anyway, and an instruction book. I'm assuming this cleaner's made in China. Two plastic ones, as you'd expect in a budget priced cleaner like this one. There we go. A hose, and as one would expect, quite a short hose by the looks of it. What a waste of packaging. I mean, why wrap a hose in another piece of plastic, really? Not necessary. Oh, there we go. Yes, very short hose, quite rigid. There's no handle, but hopefully there'll be a handle inside. Oh, here it is. Here's the handle with the suction relief valve there on the side. And we can pop, because it goes on the inside of that. Will it just push in or what? Is there a catch? And there is a sort of there is a catch. Oh, it should just push in. Hopefully. Oh, heck. Right, I'll jiggle about with that in a minute. Should go in. A carpet and floor nozzle. Well, at least it's a design I've never seen before. A lot of these budget cleaners have the same carpet and floor nozzle. So we've got a couple of rollers. There's actually a couple of grooves at the front, maybe to help with snow ploughing. Obviously quite open side suction channels, and unusually a slide control, so it's on rug at the moment. Now if we slide it over, it's hard floor, and on hard floor all that happens is that brush at the back slightly sticks up. It's not going to make much difference. Let's put it into carpet. Yes, there you go. Not a huge difference. So there is the carpet and floor nozzle. We have an awful, well, it's not too hard, but a little dusting brush. Is it movable? No, I don't think it is. Not going to force it. That doesn't even swivel by the looks of it. Is there a crevice? Yes, and well, could be worse. Sort of a mid-length crevice tool there. Right, it's the cleaner itself now, I think. And here it is. It's pink. And this was pink and a bit dusty. This was a complete random purchase. And I wasn't even searching for a Sanyo vacuum. For some reason I thought, I don't have enough pink vacuums in my collection. So all I did, I put pink vacuum cleaner into eBay, and of course we had Hetty, pneumatic Hetty came up, and so did this. And it is sort of a fuchsia pink, isn't it? And very, very cheap feeling. You can see the little bumper has gone a bit, well, it's got a sort of a coating to it, as they often do in storage. It'll wipe off. Okay, there you go. It is so toy-like. I mean, the pink makes it look even more toy-like, but the whole thing feels very like a little toy. Oh, and that's come off the plug. It does have a fitted plug. It's not very old, this. If you know when this was in the shops, please let me know below. So here it is, the Sanyo SC-35A 1000 watt bagged vacuum. Very small. Well, certainly bigger than A4 size, but if we take this pack of vacuum bags, it probably, yes, it's about the same footprint as this pack of bags here. Nice little handle in the middle there. It's all, ooh, it's very, very plasticky. But I do like a handle at the top of a vacuum. Easier to use on stairs because you can just lift it like this. It's very light. Lift it like that with one hand and do the stairs. This was described as being the perfect vacuum for the car. And I suppose if you want a car vac, I can't remember how much this was. Wasn't a lot of money. Maybe £30 or something they wanted for it. I think it was on a buy it now. Oh, it might have been on auction. I think I was the only bidder anyway. I think I paid the starting bid if it wasn't buy it now. So that's the Gary handle. And it's rather bizarrely, now normally this sort of vacuum, it does have automatic cord rewind despite being very small and very budget. You'd normally expect cord rewind button and an on-off button. Well, we've got cord rewind button there, and if we pull out the cord, which I expect is quite short, oop, there we go, there's the, just see there the red sticker. You don't really want to go beyond that. Let's move these bags out of the way. We can see it's actually got a stopper here before you get to the plug, and the plug, obviously the plug is fitted, but when we press on the cord rewind it shouldn't bash into the back of the machine. Whoops, let's unravel that. Very efficient cord rewind, but as you can see, because of that stopper it doesn't knock into the plastic and break anything. So that's good. And on the back also, well, this is the exhaust vent, but no removable cover, so that diffuser at the back is not user replaceable unless you unscrew something. Two wheels, and is there, yes, there is a swivel caster, carry handle there as well. Two parking slots or storage slots by the looks of it. No parking slot, but they are storage. I don't know if there's actually, I'm saying there's storage slots, but none of the wands or the tools, unless the tool, no, the wands or the floor tool doesn't have anything to, so perhaps they aren't. Perhaps they're just for show, I don't know. Obviously the hose goes in that way. Just above the top handle we've got the on-off switch, which unusually for a cylinder cleaner is the rocker style, so it means you can't really operate that with your foot. And then above that we've got a very tiny window for the piston style bag full indicator. And speaking of the bag, I'm assuming it's under this cover. Or is it? Yes. Ah, there we are. What's that say here? Lid won't close without filter. I think they mean without the bag. Let's try that then. They are right. You cannot close the bag door without a bag in place. A little bit of pink plastic shaving in there. And, oh dear, not much of a filtration system on this cleaner. This is the only, apart from the bag, this is the only filter. The pre-motor looks like it could be washed. And just behind that grill is the motor. So obviously not one for allergy sufferers, this. But yes, if you're using it outside in the car, it'll be fine, I'm sure, if you have any allergies. And does that go in there? That's not very good, is it? That's it, I think, sort of. Doesn't fit very well. Am I not doing it correctly? I'm not doing it correctly. I think it goes under that as well. Hang on. Let's get it in properly. Suck it in. I'm expecting this to be fairly loud. Where are those bags? Let's try. It shows, because this is for several different Daewoo models, the bag will either go in that way or that way. So, because this one I think went in that way, we'll try putting it in one of the bags that came with it. But they do fit. And if you have a look here, where the hose goes in, there's a little flap. There we are. To help keep the dust in if you take the hose off. So I think it was that way. I'll use oh no, it wasn't. It must have been that way actually. Yes. Does it? No, it doesn't. Yes, no, it doesn't fit anymore. Something's gone wrong. There we are. It is that way. It is that way. Yes, I think that'll be fine. So they do actually fit. Very, very small capacity. Let's plug this little pink device in. Wait until we see one of the stickers. That's the yellow sticker, so we shouldn't really pull the cord out too much. Right, it's in the off position, definitely. Right, headphone users, beware, this could be a screamer. Well, I'm going to turn it that way in case it shoots flames out of the back. You never know, can't be too careful. Quite loud, but it doesn't sound too bad, really. Let's put the hose in. Oops. And while we've got the hose end without the handle, I will just have a look. Where have I put my suction gauge? You want to see how much suction this cleaner has? I've just had it out for another demo. I think it's on the other side of the room, so I'll just go and get it. Here's my suction gauge. That should make a nice seal. So it's up to 1000 watts electricity this uses. Got a nice tight seal on the hose end with an empty bag. Let's see what this little pink vacuum, oh, it is a very inflexible hose. Let's see what this pink vacuum measures on the old suction gauge here. Well, just about 70, which isn't bad, is it, for such a small little vacuum cleaner? Obviously that's with an empty dust bag. We might expect some suction loss as the bag fills, especially as it's just a paper bag. Have you noticed what's missing from this toolkit, folks? I'll just check the instruction book. But we're missing one of the three tools. Most vacuums come with 3 small tools, don't they? Dusting brush, crevice tool and upholstery nozzle. Let's have a quick look inside here. No, it is just showing the crevice tool and round brush. Oh, it says it can rotate. I didn't want to... Oh, it does. I just didn't want to force it. It does. You can rotate that brush to a different angle. There we are. Well, there's nothing really very interesting here, is there? It's not a complicated vacuum cleaner. Does it say anything about washing the filter? Can't see much about the filter. Just says about the dust bag. Oh, it takes a cloth bag as well. Some cleaners might have come with a cloth bag. Just seeing if we can date it. There's no date on there. What's this? Warranty to customer. And there's a service department in Watford, Hertfordshire. Some numbers on the bottom of that, but not sure if it says 0696. Perhaps this is from 1996. It could be. Could well be. Yes, I would certainly put this cleaner in the 90s. But it's a wee little thing. Let's have a go with it then, shall we? I'm not sure how it's going to cope on this carpet. Now this nozzle. Obviously, nowhere to put the small tools. No onboard tool storage at all, is there? That way. So it's one of those tubes that fits on the outside of the nozzle. I mean, it's all plastic, but it, you know, feels quite tough. So we've got it on the rug setting. Moves nicely without the machine on. Nice big wheels at the back to help manoeuvre, but obviously when we've got the machine on it might be different. And then we put the old handle. It's quite comfy to hold. Not bad. I think this would have retailed certainly under £50 back in the 90s. Definitely at the lower end of the market. Well, that nozzle moves very nicely and easily over my plush carpeting. Obviously it could be because the suction isn't that great, but it was around 70, which isn't bad for a little machine like this. It's quite nice. It's quite nice to use. It's a nice comfortable height for me anyway. So now what I could do, because I'm going to put down some dirt. I've got some dirt that I've freshly picked up from another vacuum demo I made earlier today. Oh, look, you can pick it up from the hose and swing it round like a shot put. We can play that in the garden later. So it does stand on its end for storage. But I think for stair cleaning, the best thing to do, you could use the main nozzle for stairs, couldn't you? With the absence of the smaller nozzle, what we can do for stairs with this is fit the nozzle directly to the handle. It's easy enough, it's light enough. So there, you can use it on the stairs like this. One hand to carry the cleaner, one hand to direct the nozzle. Now I'll just pop the cleaner out the way while I make a mess. And just behind me, excuse me folks, you may have seen this video, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but here is a commercial Hoover Senior with a shake-out cloth bag. And I picked up a bit of dirt with it earlier today. And I'm going to have to vacuum out this bag anyway, because it'll be full of muck. I didn't pick up a huge amount, but I think there's some glitter, rolled oats and rice, a bit of dog hair. There we are, ooh! And there's some still left in the machine. In fact, the rolled oats, because this is a dirty fan cleaner, the rolled oats are probably a lot more finer than they were. Yes, they certainly are. Right, that's some of the dirt. Oh, some more's fallen out. We can get some of the dirt out just by going like that. Ugh. This is what people had to do back in the olden days, folks, before disposable or reusable paper bags. Vacuum cleaners, both upright and cylinder, would have had a cloth bag that you empty out. Like this one. And I've got some very old instruction books showing how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to put a new piece of newspaper down, and basically some cleaners had a little part you could stand on either side of the bag. Ugh. Don't understand in all that, do I? There we go. Can't really do it with these dirtying up my nice socks. So basically you'd, ooh, yes, close the top of the bag, otherwise you get dust everywhere. Basically you sort of had to shake it out, shake it all about, do the hokey cokey, and get rid of it that way. Some people might have taken it out and beaten it. Now that's going to need in there. You see, that's the trouble with these cloth bag cleaners. Look at that. Ugh. It's all stuck to the inside of the cloth. So I suppose, although I prefer bagged vacuums myself, I prefer the new self-sealing fleece bags. And if I was given the choice of a cloth bag or bagless cleaner, I'd go for a bagless, to be honest. But yeah, now that's inside out, I'm going to have to vacuum all the inside of that before putting this Hoover away. But anyway, I've got enough dirt down now for a bit of a demo. Well, this cleaner didn't do bad at all, apart from the fact, as you can see, a bit of static has caused some of the very fine dust to stick to the outside of the nozzle and the extension wand. But it seems to have picked up most. Well folks, because it's quite unlikely I'll show you this little Sanyo cleaner again, I might as well pop into the kitchen, put some dirt down on the kitchen floor, and see how well the carpet and hard floor nozzle copes with cleaning up on a hard surface. Well, that's about the end of my video on this pink Sanyo SC-35A vacuum cleaner. You know, sometimes I'm surprised and impressed by vacuum cleaners that I assumed would be no good. When I bought this, I thought, well, it might be interesting to show in a video, but I wasn't expecting great performance. But considering this carpet and floor nozzle seems pretty cheap, it did a very good job on my deep pile carpet. Yes, it left a bit of the sand. I expected it to have left some sand, but it coped with everything else. And surprisingly, this nozzle was absolutely amazing on my kitchen floor. It picks up to the edge. It also cleans up to the edge when you're using the nozzle straight on. Not quite as well as cleaning from the side, but still very good. And one thing this nozzle doesn't do that some very expensive vacuum cleaner nozzles does is snowplow. It actually did not snowplow a bit. Everything was picked up by the nozzle. Very surprising for such, whoops, a budget priced vacuum that doesn't want to stay upright. But yeah, it's pretty good. If this was still available and you were looking for something cheap and cheerful, I would certainly go for it. But yeah, for a little pink made in China vacuum, it's pretty good. The only thing it's lacking really is a small nozzle, but I expect these are pretty standard sizes. It's possibly 32mm fitting, so maybe a Henry nozzle or any odd nozzle you'd have lying around in the back of the cupboard might fit this machine. But all in all, yeah, a nice little pink vacuum that looked like a toy when I first unboxed it, but it turned out to be, well, not the best performing vacuum I've ever used, but for the money, well, I've no complaints. If you have any comments or questions about this little Sanyo vacuum, or if you want to see more pink vacuums on this channel, please comment below and I'll see what I can do. There are not enough pink vacuum cleaners. It certainly brightens up my day using a pink vacuum. And if you like Barbie, it's just the right colour for Barbie to use, I suppose. But we mustn't be stereotypical on this channel. Boys and girls, men and women can enjoy using a pink vacuum cleaner. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.